Hi guys, welcome back to Quake Combat. Today we've got the same kick, but we've got a few ways to throw it. So we're going to throw a low kick. The first way is a Dutch style. The second way is more like a Thai style where we jump across the body. And the third way is like a defensive style to throw the low kick if somebody's attacking me. But instead of just defending and not scoring any points, I'm going to defensively kick, score a point, and still be safe out of distance. What I'm going to do today is show you it all on the bag here. Because the bag is a great tool, and sometimes you don't have somebody to train with, so we're going to use the bag, and I'm going to give you a few ways to do it by yourself. Alright guys, so the first low kick we're going to go over is a Dutch style low kick. The reason I call it a Dutch style low kick obviously is because the people that I see use it the most are the Dutch. It's quite a close low kick, and it's very safe and very secure. You do stay in front of the opponent, but it's very hard to get through your defensive shield. So how we're going to throw it is I'm going to keep my hands up like I would be fighting. I'm going to chop up the side of the hamstring and behind the butt versus another style of low kick which chops over and across the leg. So I'm going to show you an example. So if I was cutting across the leg, it would be like that. But the Dutch style kick, I don't drop my arm, I keep my hands up, and I'm going to chop up on a 45-degree angle so it looks like this. Okay? So it's a really good kick to throw after I throw my combo with my hands because it's very balanced because I don't have to jump anywhere after I punch. A big pro of the Dutch style low kick is because I stay in front when I throw my short chopping low kick and my hands are up already, it's very easy to transition into a second phase. And by that I mean, if I start with my hands and I throw my Dutch style low kick, because I land like this, it's easy to attack again with my hands, alright? So it's a very balanced transitional kick. For instance, if I gave you a combo 1, 2, 3 low kick, you can stay in front of the person. I don't have to step out after my kick. I can go 1, 2, 3, and straight from here, which is my hook, which is quite a short punch, I'm just going to chop straight up with my low kick with my hands stuck to my face. Okay? So if you feel like you're a little bit too close, you don't have to step back and make your punch longer. All you have to do is picture sitting down on a toilet like this. Boom. It's going to make my hip move backwards like that, and it's going to make my leg hit a lot better than, for instance, if I leave my hip here, I can get a little bit too close. If I sit down the toilet, I can still get with my shit. The great thing about this low kick, guys, is it can be used as like a feeler at the start of the fight. So when both fighters are really fresh, really sharp, and both are waiting for movement, reaction, and stuff like that, it can be risky to jump across and throw a big hard low kick. The person can see it coming, they can punch, they can lift the leg up and check it, which still hurts. This can be a really good way to start your fight by just going jab, low kick, and it's all very tight. You're very safe, you're very hidden with your hands up. So you can come out and start the fight. You could fake, for instance, which is in one of my other videos you can have a look at. I could fake, jab, and my hands stay nice and tight. Even if they punch when I low kick, I'm still covered by my shield. Okay? Our next low kick, guys, is the Thai style low kick. A lot of people know that Thais are renowned for kicking. They're great middle kickers, high kickers, low kickers. They're just awesome kickers in general. So we're going to take a little bit of their knowledge and we're going to throw their style of low kick, which is a big jumping across the body low kick, and it's got a lot of power, a lot of distance, a lot of range. It can really hurt, and I like to throw this low kick if I've been chopping at somebody's leg constantly with my Dutch style one. The leg starts to hurt. Starts to get hard to lift the leg up to block, I can start jumping my kicks in and really doing some damage. So I'm going to use the bag. I'm in the center of the bag like I would be with my opponent in the middle of the chest, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump outside. If I'm facing them, I'm going to jump outside their left hand shoulder, or my left hand shoulder, their right hand shoulder. So I'm going to step off the center line like this. I'm going to pull my head off the center line, and my shin's going to chop, boom, down on an angle like this. Ernesto Hoost was very, very famous for this. So I'm going to stand here. I'm going to jump across the center line, and this one I can drop my arm if you want to. I'm not much of a fan of it. I just keep my arm pretty high, my hand in line with my chin, so I've always got time to pull my hand back to my head to guard myself. Instead of from down here, it's a long way to get my hand up. So I'm standing here, I'm not going to punch before, I'm just going to jump across and throw my low kick. Okay? So as you can see, it's got like a lot more torque than the Dutch style low kick, but obviously it takes more time to throw and it's easier to see coming. I like to think of it as like a finishing kick. So if I throw my 1, 2, 3 and I do my big jump across and really sink my kick in, it can be a little bit harder to get back in balance and attack straight after. So they're both great kicks. The one isn't better than the other, they just have better times to be used. And our last kick, guys, is the defensive low kick, which I have used a few times. I'm a big offensive fighter, like I like going forwards and I like putting pressure on people, so I've never really had to use this too much, but I have been taught it. And I have used it a lot in sparring just to get better at it and just to drill it. But I will have some examples for you in this video of people using it, okay? The benefit of this kick is that I can land a point, maintain distance, and not get hit, okay, while somebody's attacking me. This one's a little bit trickier, and on the bag, if I had an opponent, they'd be stepping forwards to punch me. And as they step forwards, I'm gonna step my lead leg back like this. And as I step my lead leg back, my feet are gonna switch, and so without the bag moving, it's gonna look like this. And then look where I am now. So if I had a partner, we'd be touching hands like we do at the start of the fight. We're out of range. And if I want to do this drill on the bag, all I do is this. I push the bag and I let it swing. You see now it touches me. That would be like an opponent punching me, okay? And as it comes to touch me, I'm going to do my defensive kick. So as you can see, this was the range I started at. As the bag swings, boom, this is punch range. So my first foot, as it moves back, I'm regaining that safe range because my legs are longer than my arms. So I can always reach them with their legs, even if I can't reach them with my arms, okay? So here, the distance closes to here. To regain that back, I'm going to step my foot back. And as I step my foot back, my hips are gonna switch and throw my kick. I'm gonna stick my hand out, like with my glove on, or like this in MMA, it doesn't matter, and put it in their face. And by doing this, I can roll my shoulder and hide my head, and I obviously keep my other hand up as well. And so I'm very sheltered, right? I would be looking like this, which is quite a safe position. So again, this is how I drill it on the bag. I swing the bag, just when it touches my leg, that means the bag's in range, and now as it comes back, I do my defensive low kick. So this was the last video, guys, that will actually be filmed in this gym. We're moving new gyms this weekend, so that's awesome and really exciting. If there's anything you guys actually want to learn that I'm not going over, please let me know in the comments below. Also hit the notification bell above and subscribe, and I'll get techniques out to you every single week.